Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Garrett, and I do a lot of weird things. I got a bachelor's in acting, and I do makeup. It's getting close to Halloween, so I wanted to do some tutorials before we get to the good stuff and the Halloween and the special effects and everything. So let's get started. Hi guys, this is going to be a basic color theory video. To do makeup, it's very important to know color theory because almost every aspect of makeup involves color theory in one way, shape, or form. So this is going to be a science video, and it's going to be involved with the color wheel. At the end of the video, I'm going to have a video on how to make a color wheel if you want, but most of you guys have probably already made one at one time in your life. It's just kind of important to have a refresher before we get into the hot and heavy makeup for Halloween and moving forward. So our primary colors are going to be our red, yellow, and blue. Our secondary colors are going to be our orange, violet, and green. And then our tertiary colors are going to be everything in between. So primary colors are primary because the pigment cannot be created. You have to have red, yellow, and blue to make any other color. You don't have to have all three, but you have to have the pigments themselves. Now to make secondary colors, you have to mix two different pigments. So to make orange, you have to have red and yellow. To make violet, you have to have red and blue. And to make green, you have to have blue and yellow. And then tertiary colors happen when you mix a primary and a secondary. So on our color wheel, if we mix red and orange, we get red, red, yellow, or a reddish orange. If we mix our orange and yellow, we get yellow, yellow, red, or yellow, orange. If we mix our yellow and green, we get yellow, yellow, blue, or our yellow green. If you mix green with blue, you get yellow, blue, blue, which is our blue green. And if you mix our blue with violet, you get violet blue, or blue, blue, red. And if you mix our violet with red, you get a maroon, or you get red, red, blue. So that's the basics on primary, secondary, and tertiary. Now if you look at this color wheel in particular, in the very middle you see it's a little bit lighter. It's called tinting. So when you add white to any of the hues, the primary hues, or any of the hues of color, you get a tint. So the very middle has been tinted. If you see that second ring on the middle of the entire thing, it has gray in it. That's what happens when you tone a color. You bring the color down in value and saturation by adding gray and toning it. And if you look at the very outside of the circle, we've added black to shade the color. It's how to darken the color and decrease the saturation as much as possible. So now we've talked about primary, secondary, tertiary colors, tinting, toning, and shading. And now here's the real complicated part, color math. So, when you're mixing colors, you have to mix them in equal portions. So to make orange, you mix red and yellow. However, if you mix equal portions red and yellow, your color's gonna come out redder than it is yellow. Because colors have strength as well. Blue is the strongest color, red is the second strongest, and yellow is the weakest. So for one blue, it takes 2 red, and it takes 3 yellow. For one yellow, it takes 2/3 red and 1/3 blue. And for one red, it takes 1.5 yellow and 1/2 blue. So as we're mixing our color, not only do we want to mix in equal portion, but we have to mix in equal portion, equal strength. So we have to keep both numbers in mind. So for an example, to make violet, we have to mix red and blue. So mixing red and blue, we have to do 1 red to 1/2 blue to get violet. To make green, we have to mix blue and yellow. So we're gonna have to do 1 yellow to 1/3 blue. And it's a little harder to do with colored pencil, simply because you're denoting it. One way you can do that is you can shade in one direction on your little segment. So shade in down, and then you're gonna turn your pencil and shade the other direction. And that's one way to do it. So if you consider 2 shades, 1 each way, 1, then you can divide it into segments. So yeah, that's our very, very basic color theory for makeup. There will be other videos, but this is basic color theory. And the rest of the video is going to be 3 minutes on how to make a color wheel. Feel free to watch. Thanks. I don't recommend playing face drum for 3 minutes. But if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe down below, and the videos will get more exciting as we move into makeup and do actual things instead of just technicality and learning about the basics. Thank you.